on Thursday night prime time. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Quinshawn Jenkins. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To throw is Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you want to make sure that on an opening drive that you at least stay out there for a while and get into the flow of the game. A 3 and out would have been problematic, but that's a good throw there to ensure they get another set of downs.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Sanders to throw. They'll swing this out to Jenkins. And the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harold Fannin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing... Starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be incomplete. You look at this Browns defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside. which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know, it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson. You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try to match his athleticism.
Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with the win.
And he's going to have a Browns 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Checks it down to Jenkins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Sanders. Open man is Bond. He's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Browns have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up, because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Race up, 180. Get out. 13. Touch.
Play action. It's Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. This one is complete to Jenkins. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Open man, the tight end Fannin. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Go. Middle. To the right.
Throwing is Jackson. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Ravens are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction. And
this is caught. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here now, 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Shador. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. A first down carry for Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Browns' 9-yard line.
They'll give Henry another shot. Show off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second down in the yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up second and 1.
Now Sanders. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. A final shot before break. Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Sanders over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. 103 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Judkins is in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Jackson.
They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience.
Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. To the 43, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it first and 10.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
Once again, Jenkins.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
it's now 3rd and 10.
Throwing, Sanders. He gets this into the hands of Jenkins.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Sanders.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes it...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
To throw now, here's Sanders. That quick throw there is incomplete.
Oh, it's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
See how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders.
He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson.
That's going to be caught. It's a rookie from Clemson. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jackson will keep it. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday night prime time. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And out across midfield down to the 45.
127 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
An inside run to Jenkins.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Harold Fannin, 38 yards. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews.
He's across midfield.
And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Devin Bush, from his outside linebacker spot, gets him down there for a loss of 4. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's able to break out one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9.
To the left side, he finds Bond. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Sanders. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harold Fannin, 53 yards. And the Browns use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have...